Good morning, greetings, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures, sometimes deadly medical procedures, if you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be. But you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health challenge. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 32 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes, hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we are here for you. 844-236-6010 is our number. We welcome your calls at 844-236-6010. You don't have to have a question about anything. If you just have a comment or success story you'd like to share, 844-236-6010. This is your program, as well as my program. This is our program. So if you have anything you'd like to talk about in the world of health, we're here for you at 844-236-6010. We'll get a guest in at the bottom of the hour, Rick Anson, who is a formulator and got some really interesting formulations, some of which are sold by Longevity, some of which are not. And he's going to be talking a little bit about CBD, cannabidiol, which we've talked about on this program in the past. Cannabidiol, or CBD, is a very, very powerful medicine for things, for improving symptoms that are involved with seizure disorders, anxiety, and blood sugar issues, and liver issues, and digestive issues, pain relief. Even has anti-cancer properties. CBD is just absolutely mind-blowing stuff, and there's a reason why you're hearing more and more and more and more and more and more about it, even though we first learned about cannabinol and the endocannabinoid system. That is the system in the body that utilizes these very important molecules that are found in abundance in the hemp/marijuana plant, as well as in your brain and in your body. I first learned about them in pharmacy school, but now it's getting more and more popular for good reason. Drug companies are working on the stuff. And anyway, Rick Anson's going to be talking about his CBD delivery system, which is very fascinating. And we'll do that at the bottom of the hour, and we will get to your calls in our second segment, and we'll just talk about what we've been talking about here in this first segment on The Bright Side, which is basically fats and fat processing. And how do fats get processed? Through this miraculous sequence of machine-like parts that form a system called the digestive system. The digestive system is specifically designed to take big macro molecules, big chemistry, and turn it into quantum chemistry. That's basically what the digestive system does. It takes the big world and turns it into the quantum world. In physics, you got these two ways of operating in the world. You've got the macro or the mechanical way of operating. That's called mechanical physics. You can think of it like mechanical physics. That's the physics of how balls roll down hills and how the moon pulls on the sun. Sir Isaac Newton was the most famous father, I guess you'd say, of this kind of physics. The physics of the very large. Medicine is stuck in the physics of the very large because the physics of the very large really reached its culmination in the 1800s when medicine was being born. So our understanding of the physics of the large really peaked. Actually became complete, I guess is a better way of putting it, right around the time medicine was being born. So it makes sense that medicine is stuck in the science of the very large, but the body operates at the science of the very small. That's called the quantum level. The quantum level is how energy is produced. The quantum level is the level where disruptions occur and that show up as disease. The body's quantum at its most fundamental level. Everything's quantum at its most fundamental level. And if you want to have power over your reality, you want to understand how to work at the quantum level, or at least know what's going on at the quantum level. Let me say that again, because nobody knows what's going on at the quantum level, but try to picture or have a vague understanding of how the stuff works at that level. You don't need to know everything about quantum. Nobody knows everything about quantum. But just to know that the body works by breaking things down, breaking the big stuff down into the little stuff, the big energy molecules, the proteins and the fats and the carbohydrates, to the little energy molecules, the electrons, through the digestive system. And the easier the body can do this, the healthier we're going to be. Fats are problematic, which we've been talking about now, because it's much harder for the body to turn these fats into the quantum world, into energy, than it is to turn some other things, sugar and protein even. So fat processing is a little bit tricky, and that's the problem with fats. They're the best, though. Fats have the most storage in them, but to get the storage or energy storage in them, but to get that energy out requires a lot of things. It isn't a simple matter like it is with sugar or with protein, which gets turned into sugar. With fats, you got to have all the parts of the digestive system working correctly, beginning at the level of the stomach, which we talked about yesterday. You've got to be making stomach acid. That's probably the most important thing at the level of the stomach, is making stomach acid, for a lot of reasons. And it's very ironic that we are obsessed with antacids. From a health perspective, this is not good. This is a very bad health strategy, and one you don't hear a lot about, but antacids are, next to aspirin, probably the best-selling over-the-counter drug. And maybe the best-selling drug of all, because even prescription antacids are bestsellers. So I would venture to say, along with aspirin, the best-selling drugs, prescription and over-the-counter, are drugs that suppress acid. Not good. Bad health strategy. And you don't hear a lot about it, but you do periodically hear read articles about the problems with Nexium and Prilosec associated with dementia, associated with kidney disease. None of this is a surprise if you understand that you need acid to break up the fats. You need acid to turn the fats into energy. That's what we're talking about here. So acidification is what you want, not anti-acidification. So how do you acidify? Apple cider vinegar is one of the best ways. Betaine HCl is another great way to acidify. Just keeping yourself healthy. And by the way, sodium and chloride, I should say, is part of the acid molecule, hydrochloric acid. So making sure you're getting enough chloride, salt. Making sure you're eating salt. Not just table salt either, but good salt, good quality salt. So making sure you're making acid is probably more important strategy than trying to suppress your acid. If you have acid reflux, it's not because you're making too much acid. Let's be very clear here. If you have acid reflux, the problem isn't too much acid. It has to do with eating the wrong food and a messed up digestive system in general. GERD, heartburn, should be regarded as bad food choices and an unhealthy digestive tract, specifically at the level of the intestine, although other parts are involved. In fact, not making enough stomach acid can cause the little sphincter, the little muscle that connects the stomach to the esophagus, to loosen up. And that really is the problem with acid reflux. It's a loose sphincter. The LES, they call it, the lower esophageal sphincter. It's a sphincter problem, and also an intestinal problem. And when you don't make enough acid, that sphincter becomes loose and flabby. So how do you deal with GERD? Work on your probiotics. That's probably the best thing you could do if you want to supplement. And if you want a behavior choice, change the foods you eat. Notice that there's certain foods that will stimulate heartburn, or GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, acid reflux, as they call it. Notice foods that cause it, number one, and then work on the digestive system as a whole, not to suppress things. Look, the idea of suppressing things, the pharmacological notion of suppressing things to get healthy, is just stupid. This is why I say in my talk, there's no drug that can get you better. So, if you haven't heard these ideas before, that sounds freaky, because everybody thinks, oh my God, drugs will make me better, or drugs will make me healthier. No, it can't happen. Why? Because drugs shut things down. That's what it means to be a poison. It shuts things down. And antacids are a classic example of that. So for stomach health, you want to be making sure you're making acid. And then there's the whole idea of the acid food dropping into the intestine to stimulate bile, like we talked about yesterday, and the pancreas. That's a whole nother element of it. Anyway, once it's acidified, it drops into the intestine. There's other things that have to happen. We'll continue our discussion when we come back from our break, and take your calls as well. 844-236-6010.
Most of you know.
back on the bright side, and we do have lines open, 844-236-6010. We got Rick Anson coming up at the bottom of the hour. We're going to talk about CBD, cannabidiol, and he's got a very interesting delivery system, which some of you may know about because it's a longevity product. His delivery system is, but he's figuring out a way to put CBD into this delivery system, and we're going to talk a little bit about the medicinal value of cannabidiol, the non-psychoactive component of the hemp or marijuana plant. THC is the psychoactive component, the one that gets you high. CBD doesn't get you high, but has wonderful, like a whole wide range of really interesting biochemical effects. Healthy biochemical effects that can be leveraged, and we'll talk CBD with Rick Anson at the bottom of the hour. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the Bright Side, please go to brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. You can purchase longevity products. We have blog posts, news stories, videos, lots of free information, and we also have a Join the Team Now link that you can click on if you would like to start a longevity business and help change the world at the level of health, good health, the level of nutrition, help inform and educate people about nutrition, become a nutritional expert yourself. That is available to you through longevity. You can become a nutritional expert. Longevity is not just about selling products. It's about teaching people how to use nutritional products and nutritional supplementation. Doc's been doing it for decades. Doc Walks started the company as an educational company. I've been doing it for decades. You can do it as well if that turns you on, if that's the kind of business you want to be in, a win-win business where you help change the world and make your own hours and work out of your home, be your own boss. If that all sounds appealing to you, you need to check out the longevity business opportunity. Call 866-735-2470 for more info, or click on the Join the Team link at brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. That number, 866-735-2470, or brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, criticalhealthnews.com, and click on the Join the Team link. Our number today, 844-236-6010. We're talking about this whole notion of the difficulty of digestion at the level of fats, which is unfortunate in a way because that's really, the fats are the key. I've often said this: focus on the fat processing system in the body for a lot of reasons. We didn't even get into later on. Maybe we'll get into the fat vitamins and the minerals that are fat. There's a couple minerals, particularly zinc and selenium, which require fat processing. Zinc and selenium, two unbelievably important minerals, and you could take all the zinc and selenium you want, but if you're not absorbing it, I shouldn't say that because it's much easier to absorb zinc and selenium from a supplement than it is to absorb it from a food. That's one of the neat things about supplements, by the way, is it's easier for the body to absorb supplements than it is food. Nonetheless, food is always your best source of nutrition. If you can't absorb, if you got malabsorption, you can bypass some of that with the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. That's one of the reasons why people get such great benefits and quick benefits from the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, is you're bypassing all that fat and digestive machinery and going right to work. You don't have to go through the stomach. You go through the stomach, obviously, but your stomach doesn't have to work. It doesn't have to generate as much hydrochloric acid, as much digestive enzymes. It's essentially pre-digested, your Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And that's why it works so quickly for a lot of folks, especially if you had a gallbladder taken out, or you're not making enough stomach acid, or you have any kind of digestive health issue. Using nutritional supplements will bypass that. You still need the food, and you still should work on digestion. I don't want to mislead anybody into thinking that you can get everything from supplements. You can't. But they can be extremely valuable and extremely helpful. So anyway, food drops from the stomach into the intestine. As it's dropping into the intestine, as it hits the intestine, it gets blasted with bile and pancreatic enzymes. That creates what's called an acid-base reaction. I call it the fizzy effect. It's like mixing lemon juice with sodium bicarbonate, or if you're trying to clean your dishes, it's like mixing sodium bicarbonate or dish soap with apple cider vinegar or some kind of acid, lemon juice. Acid plus base equals the fizzy effect. And you could see it yourself in a cup with, if you just take a cup and squeeze some lemon juice and some baking soda, it'll fizz. That's the fizzy effect. That same effect happens when the food hits the intestine, it releases the fats. It's not going to happen if you're not making enough acid. It's not going to happen it won't happen as effectively if you had a gallbladder taken out. It's not going to happen as effectively if you have any bile issues or pancreatic issues. So you can see now you got two more systems that are involved. You got the stomach, but then you got the bile, which means the gallbladder and the liver, and you've got the pancreas. Food hasn't even gotten into the intestine yet, where it can be absorbed. And you can see all these things that can go wrong. Oh, and by the way, we talked yesterday about chewing your food and thinking about your food. If you're not chewing your food well, that puts more work, more burden on the digestive system at the level of the stomach. And then ultimately the bile and the pancreas. That's why chewing your food is so important. That's such a simple little thing. When was the last time anybody got a prescription for chewing your food? Way more important than any drug you could take. Way more helpful, I should say, than any drug you could take in the long run. You know, there may be some drugs that will lower your blood pressure, do something in the short run, if you just have to target a symptom. But something like chewing your food is something we don't think about, but it's such a powerful health strategy. Just chewing your food, just thinking about your food. So anyway, especially if you're diabetic, by the way, because this will reduce the work that the pancreas has to do. So the pancreas and the gallbladder and the bile system blast the food that's dropped into the stomach. At that point, all the nutrients are should be, if you're healthy, all the nutrients have been released from the food. They're still not quantum yet, but they're smaller. They're things like amino acids and perhaps peptides and fatty acids and sugar molecules, basically, and then vitamins and minerals. And what we're called the micronutrients. And that's all that should be, at this point, that should be the bulk of what's in the intestine. That's the stuff you're going to want in the blood. All right, I want to get to a phone call here. We got Rick Anson coming up at the bottom of the hour. We will continue this discussion here about digestive health and fats. And also I want to talk a little bit about the ketogenic diet, where that fits into this whole equation. In our coming episodes on the bright side, let's go to Mark in New Mexico and say good morning. What's up, Mark? Welcome to the bright side.
Thank you. First time caller. Hey, about 4 weeks ago, I did something stupid, like ate a bag of Cheetos from Trader Joe's and a chocolate bar because I was too busy.
You regret it?
The cruciferous vegetables. Anyway, I was like a 2:30 overeating machine, blah blah.
Okay.
And
I've been there.
I woke up in the morning at 2:30, and everything was different. I had like panic, anxiety, over empathy.
Wow.
And then just
wait a minute. What do you mean by over empathy? Tell me about over empathy. That sounds interesting. Over empathy. What is that?
It's just weird. It's like that night I was watching TV, and there was a thing about old kings of England and how they had these captured lions from Africa, and they had one chain on them, and I'm going, whoa, just feeling stuff way too much. So it just seems
okay, all
weird,
right. Did you link it to the foods? Did you associate it with the foods?
Well, I don't know. It was like I associate with maybe I damaged my gut or something because I haven't had great gut action before, but now it's like I've been using Gut Shot as a product, where it's a probiotic to just try to keep things moving, and it's just been a well,
there's a lot of ways that the gut will affect your mood. A lot of ways.
Oh,
but
yeah, I understand.
Fortunately, but you can work on it. You can work on it. You can work on it. Listen, I'm out of time. Get on probiotics. Get on the Nightly Essence. Start using Ultimate Enzymes, and absolutely, positively, 100% do a 1 or 2 or even a 3-day fast. Hit the reset button.
Okay, I did that, but yeah, okay, great. Thanks.
All right, Mark, I got to motivate. Call back tomorrow if you like. That's all the time we have for now. We'll talk to Rick Anson at the bottom of the hour.
This is Fred.
Okay, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. I've known our next guest, Rick Anson, let me think here, going on maybe 2 years or so. I was first amazed by his formulation genius. He's got these incredible formulations and this incredible way of formulating, not only understands chemistry in terms of activity, how things work, but also delivery. And that's very important, this idea of delivery. Pharmacists are really hip to delivery because it's not just the medicine that counts, it's how the medicine gets to where it needs to be. And delivery is really important. This whole couple of weeks that we've been talking about the digestive system is really about delivery. It's about delivery of the food to the cells. This idea of turning the macronutrients, the proteins and the fats and the carbs, into the micronutrients to get energy is really about delivery. So delivery is a big thing. Rick is not only a chemist in terms of understanding the activity of certain substances, but also he has learned how to leverage delivery in a very, very cool and interesting way. Please welcome to the bright side my good friend Rick Anson. What's up, Rick?
Hey, Ben. How are you?
Did I say that okay? That whole idea of delivery, right?
Perfect.
It's about delivery. It's not just about the activity. It's about delivering it, and that's why I love your system so much. So tell us a little bit about you, first of all. How did you get into this whole formulation thing?
Well, so first of all, I'm a father. I'm a husband. And I have a wonderful 15-year-old daughter and 13-year-old boy. And I was fortunate enough to be a fairly good athlete. And I played soccer at a very high level, and I became a professional youth soccer coach. And I was watching girls 15 years ago trying to hydrate and take nutrients in with the traditional pills and tablets. And that was the idea of my delivery system is let's find a better way to deliver nutrients and actually customize those nutrients based upon someone's health, their wellness goals, and their age, so that we're really absorbing the nutrients. We can actually customize those nutrients depending on what we want to do and our goals and health and wellness goals.
So tell us a little bit about the delivery system. What exactly is it? And what's it comprised of?
Yeah, so we created a new type of delivery system based upon hydration. We all know we need to drink a lot of water. Most of us in a chronic state of dehydration. So the delivery system is based upon simple tap water. We have a new type of bottle, a water bottle that is very durable. It's very sustainable. It's 4 times the plastic weight in a normal water bottle, and it's very safe. It's PET plastic. It's BPA-free, phthalate-free. And you can take this water bottle and fill it up with tap water anywhere in the world, anywhere you travel, an airport, a gym, a school, your children take it to school. You fill up with tap water, and then we have a new type of top at the cap that goes on top of the water bottle that you put a dissolvable tablet in the top of the chamber. So it's very important. Nothing ever sits in the water. When ingredients sit in water, they lose their potency. They start to break down and degrade. And so this sits above the water line. It sits above the water until you actually drink that water. The water runs over the tablet and delivers all different types of ingredients that we put into this tablet directly into your bloodstream. So you're getting all the nutrients with hydration, you're getting flavor, you're getting function, and it's being broken down as you drink it. So the bioabsorption is 100% available to your cells.
Okay, now hang on. You said tap water. Why tap water?
You know, we looked at, the normal traditional consumer water bottles. They're out there. And all the environmental costs of filling a water bottle, shipping a water bottle, the average cost of a consumer plastic water bottle nowadays is $1.50. And this is years in the making. And I decided, why not use a free resource? Why not use tap water? Now, we all know that tap water, a lot of cities throughout the U.S. and in major cities around the world use chlorine. So a lot of people don't drink tap water because they do not like the taste or the smell of the water. So in this water bottle, we've actually created a filter, an activated carbon cloth filter licensed from a global filtration company that makes the water taste better, smell better, and much healthier for you. So now
is it filtering the chlorine?
The world.
Is it filtering the chlorine?
Filters out chlorine, absolutely. Up to 95% of the chlorine filters out herbicides and pesticides and pharmaceutical consumer care products. These are now man-made products that are being found in our drinking water around the world. So it's very substantive. It works, and it allows people to turn tap water into water that tastes better than bottled water.
So you're not just marketing a delivery system for these tablets. It's also a water filter, like a water filtration system.
The water filtration system, and it's a portable, on-the-go water filtration system. And this is for millennials. This is for business travelers. This is for people who want to do their busy and active lifestyle that can actually change tap water with a sustainable water bottle that saves them money and saves the planet from filling our oceans and landfills with water bottles. There every second in this country, there are 2,000 water bottles that are thrown away every second. This water bottle greatly reduces that number, saves a lot of money, and helps our planet.
So you get a water filter, you get a reusable water bottle, you get a delivery system for various nutrients that allows you to, as we've been talking about in this program here for the last couple of weeks, allows you to bypass a lot of the digestive machinery and get the stuff right into the bloodstream. Now we come to which is pretty amazing, by the way. Rick, that alone is amazing right there. But then when you come to the specifics of the actives that you're putting in the tablets. So give me some examples of the active material. And by the way, all of these are available on your website?
Yeah, these are all available on my website. It's hydratelife.com. It's HIDRATELIFE, hydratelife.com.
Okay, hydratelife.com, HIDRATE, so hydrate with an I, life, LIFE.com. So you've got various actives that you're putting into these tablets. Give me a few examples. Give me some of the biggies.
Well, again, this system was created initially for kids and for my children. So you look at, okay, we have a sustainable water bottle now. We have a water filtration as you travel around. What healthy ingredients would I want my children using? What healthy ingredients would I want my friends' children and my friends, and now family, and then now in general, everybody using? It's not sugar-based energy product. It's not something that's artificial colors and flavors. So I spent a number of years, probably 4 or 5 years, working with some of the best ingredient manufacturers in the world that have clinically proven ingredients that are GRAS certified by the FDA, and now we have energy products that have zero sugar, 0 calories, contain 0 artificial ingredients that give you a natural energy source, like green tea extract. It's a botanical source of energy.
I can vouch for that one. I'm sipping on it right now, Rick. I can vouch for the green tea one, and it's not like a jittery buzz either. By the way, hey, listen, we got to take a break, but when we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about these actives, but also I want to talk about CBD, which as both of us have gotten an interest in over the past couple of years, even past couple months, or even couple years. So don't go away, Rick. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We will be back right after this. On the bright side, talking to Rick Anson about his delivery system, which is, by the way, available at hydratelife.com, HIDRATE life.com, LIFE, hydratelife.com. And then it's not just a delivery system, of course, Rick. It's also active material. So we have the green tea, which I personally love. You also have cognitive stuff, correct?
Yes. We have we have the energy, and we have ingredients with the energy called it's a new category of supplements called nootropics.
Right.
Now, nootropics are cognitive brain function products that.
How about for folks with dealing with Alzheimer's or dementia issues?
Absolutely, there are three ingredients that make up a nootropic supplement wellness category: Sensoril, Cognizant, and Alpha GPC. They were developed, and are used throughout the world for memory loss, memory retention, cognitive function, really brain nutrition, and they have the added benefit of being a neuroprotectant for sports, for people who are playing active sports, to help with concussion prevention, and if there is a concussion, help with the recovery of that.
Okay, now how about for sexual performance? You were telling me something about that.
Well, you and I can talk about that a little bit later there, Ben.
No, I mean, but just in terms of medicine, in terms of healing, in terms of nutrition. We
have created a libido support for men that is based upon lychee fruit and natural botanical sources for sexual performance and libido. It's an amazing category. It helps with the relationships. It helps with just overall performance as well, just like an energy product.
How long before performance do you have to drink the stuff?
And generally about 20 minutes before performance.
Got it.
Depending on body size and what you maybe ate an hour before, what you have in your stomach but generally about 20 minutes.
Okay, cool. Now, we only have a few more minutes, so I want to talk about CBD, okay? Because we've been talking about it on this program a lot. At the convention, it was a big thing. I think Jevy's got products now. First of all, tell me a little bit about what you know about CBD.
Well, I've been actively working with CBD and cannabis in general for about the last 7 or 8 years. I was fortunate to spend some time in Canada, where some real research was going on for a few years, and brought that knowledge back into the United States. So we've been able to take CBD, which is cannabidiol oil, from the hemp plant. It's 100%, organic, pure CBD from a hemp plant without the THC, zero THC, and take the oil that's used traditionally in tincture applications or creams, and we've actually been able to turn into a powder form and retain the full spectrum properties of the plant, meaning we keep all the terpenes from the plant, so it has all this entourage effect of terpenes with all the other properties of the plant and the CBD, so you get the full medical benefits of the plant in a powder form. And we take that powder and then we press it into tablets and add natural and organic flavors, and we add these functions to the CBD, such as the green tea for energy, nootropics for mental brain health, brain nutrition, libido support with the CBD. We have a CBD Pure, which is pomegranate-flavored CBD tablet, just for CBD needs throughout the day. And my favorite, and because I take it every single night, is the CBD Sleep. We have CBD with 10 milligrams of melatonin and a chamomile and black tea flavor that is simply amazing. One out of three Americans take a sleep aid every single night. So we've taken CBD and put it into a new delivery format I call hydration tablet, which is
it's the same
water bottle.
It's the same tableting as the green tea and the nootropic and the sexual performance one. It's the same tablet technology. You just put CBD in it.
Exactly.
Tell me about CBD though, real quick. Like tell my listeners, what's the point of CBD?
Well, CBD has been, it comes from the hemp plant. It's been around for over, for thousands of years that people have used this plant. Now it's becoming more well-known and mainstream in the United States. But CBD I like to tell people, look, CBD is a natural plant source of aspirin and Tylenol. It is pain relief. It is anti-inflammatory. If you have inflammation, the next step from inflammation is chronic fatigue, and it is
disease.
Arthritis.
And disease in general. Inflammation is associated with all disease. So CBD has just a wellness effect on its own.
Overall synergistic wellness effect for homeostasis. Puts your body into a balance. It is pain relief. There's no aspirin, no Tylenol. It is anti-inflammatory. It's stress. It is general mood. And there are numerous studies going on right now by our U.S. government for studies to how the plant can help with illnesses and diseases such as MS, autism, even forms of cancer. Now, those are studies going on right now, but they're very exciting studies about how this plant, besides all the properties we mentioned, can help with these other diseases.
Do you have any CBD products on CBD on its own? CBD is
we do.
Yeah? So somebody just wanted the CBD effects.
Yeah, it's the CBD Pure. CBD Pure is the tablet that's just in pomegranate flavor. Again, we use stevia rebe as a sweetener. So these tablets are zero sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs, naturally organically flavored tablets with CBD. And the other thing, the ability to blend the CBD with these ingredients to create flavor function with CBD tablets, we start at 25 milligrams per tablet. Most products out in the marketplace are very limited to 10 milligrams per oil tincture or a lotion. Beverages, which is what our hydration tablets turn water. We turn tap water into flavored CBD water, and we add function for your daily life. That's why we call it Hydrate Life. Hydrate your life throughout the day. This is your ability to customize water with CBD, CBD Pure, CBD Sexual Performance, CBD Energy, and CBD Sleep at Night anywhere you travel around the world.
So this sounds awesome. Okay, you get a bottle, a reusable bottle. You get a delivery system, for driving the material, the active ingredients into your body in a hydrated form, so it bypasses the digestive system. You get a water filter for filtering tap water wherever you go, and you have all of these various choices in active materials, including CBD. What's this whole thing cost?
Well, we've got this down. The bottle with the filter, everything is $9.95. You can use this bottle hundreds and thousands of times. If you use this bottle, if one person used the bottle 3 times a day, just drinking 3 bottles of water a day, which the average person should drink 6, you would spend approximately $90 a month on buying bottled water and throw away 90 plastic water bottles into our landfills, oceans, and rivers. Use this for a year, you would save, one person would save over $1,250 from buying bottled water, and 1,250 bottles from polluting our environment.
Does that $9.95 does that include tablets?
$9.95 is for the water ball, and then and it comes with the filter, and then the tablets range from $29.95 to $34.95. for 200 total milligrams of CBD with flavor, with different functions that you want, the libido, sexual performance, energy. It's a great value for the quality and the dosage amount of CBD that you get.
All right, so it's hydrate-life.com, HIDRAT life.com, HIDRATELIFE.com, hydrate-life.com. I've been talking to Rick Anson. Thank you so much, Rick. Appreciate it. Hey, Rick, call me when you get off the air. I want to talk to you real quick. And that's it. Thank you, Rick. Take care, bro. All right, so that's it for The Bright Side. Thanks for listening. Rick's stuff is absolutely amazing. I completely vouch for it, particularly the green tea. I haven't tried the CBD, but the green tea is absolutely amazing. HydrateLife.com. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have a wonderful, beautiful, awesome, spectacular day, folks. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.